Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 new Middleweight Cruiser Motorcycles 2026. Number 12, Suzuki Boulevard C50. The Suzuki Boulevard C50 opens with a classic cruiser exterior that looks right at home on American highways. The long fuel tank, deep fenders, and wide front end give it a traditional presence without trying too hard. Wet weight comes in at around 611 pounds, and that weight actually helps the bike feel solid and calm at speed. Power comes from an 805cc V-twin engine tuned for smooth, usable torque rather than high-rev drama. It pulls cleanly from low RPM, which suits city riding and relaxed highway cruising. Fuel injection keeps throttle response steady, and the 5-speed gearbox paired with shaft drive cuts down on maintenance and long-term costs. Features stay simple and practical. The C50 uses analog gauges with a small digital screen for fuel and trip data, LED headlight lighting, and a wide, cushioned seat built for longer rides. There is no overload of electronics, but everything included feels reliable and easy to live with. Pricing lands at roughly $9,000 in the United States, keeping it competitive among new middleweight cruisers. Overall, the 2026 Suzuki Boulevard C50 delivers classic cruiser looks, steady performance, and strong value for riders who want comfort and reliability without complexity. Number 11, Honda Shadow Phantom. The Honda Shadow Phantom greets you with a dark, low profile that stands out without loud graphics or flashy parts. With wet weight close to 600 pounds, it feels planted when you push it from a stop or lean it into a curve. The blacked-out finish on the tank, forks, and engine gives it a clean but purposeful look that suits long, straight roads and city streets alike. The seat sits low and the bars are broad, so riders feel in control even before firing the motor. Under the exterior, the Shadow Phantom runs a 750cc liquid-cooled V-twin built for smooth power and real-world use. It delivers strong torque in the low and mid-RPM range, which makes rolling on from traffic lights feel easy. Honda's reputation for dependability means fewer trips to the shop and more hours riding. Features are straightforward and focused on comfort. You get an easy-to-read analog speedometer with small digital readouts for basic info, LED lighting up front for clearer vision at night, and a comfortable seat that holds riders in place over longer stretches. In the United States, the 2026 Honda Shadow Phantom sits in a fair price range at around $8,000, making it a strong choice for riders who want a new cruiser that won't stretch the budget too far. Overall, the 2026 Honda Shadow Phantom pairs clean, strong looks with smooth power and simple, solid value for riders who want a dependable cruiser that feels ready for everyday miles. Number 10, Kawasaki Vulcan 900. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 greets you with a wide, classic cruiser shape that feels solid just sitting still. Its styling is built around a long teardrop tank, laid-back bars, and substantial fenders that give it a confident stance on U.S. roads. At about 610 to 620 pounds wet, the bike feels balanced and planted when you pull away, which helps on long, straight roads or rolling through town at slow pace. Power comes from a liquid-cooled 900cc V-twin that focuses on low-end pull and relaxed highway cruising rather than high RPM excitement. With around 51 horsepower and 58 pound-feet of torque, it makes everyday riding feel calm and usable, with smooth shifts from its 5-speed gearbox and a belt final drive that stays low maintenance. Features on the Vulcan 900 stay simple in a way many riders like. It uses a classic analog gauge cluster with a small multifunction display for basic info, tank-mounted instrumentation, and rider floorboards with a heel shift setup that feels natural on longer runs. Pricing in the United States for a 2026 Vulcan 900 Classic starts near $9,600 MSRP, with the custom version closer to $10,000 depending on dealer and options. Overall, the 2026 Kawasaki Vulcan 900 gives classic presence, smooth everyday power, and straightforward value for riders who want a solid midweight cruiser with a familiar feel. Number 9, Royal Enfield Shotgun 650. The Royal Enfield Shotgun 650 comes in with a bold neo-custom exterior that feels different from the usual cruiser crowd. The low stance, flat seat, and compact rear give it a stripped-back look that works well in U.S. cities and on open roads. Wet weight sits at around 530 pounds, which helps the bike feel stable without feeling bulky. For 2026, the design feels cleaner with sharper paint finishes and tighter detailing, keeping the bike modern while still rooted in classic metal styling. Power is handled by a 648cc parallel twin engine tuned for smooth mid-range pull. It does not chase speed numbers. Instead, it delivers steady torque that feels natural in daily riding. The 6-speed gearbox shifts smoothly, and throttle response stays predictable whether you are cruising or rolling on from a stop. Features stay practical and rider-focused. The Shotgun 650 uses a simple analog speedometer with a digital insert for basic ride data, LED lighting for clear night visibility, dual-channel ABS, and a USB charging port for daily convenience. Pricing in the United States for the 2026 Shotgun 650 lands in the mid-$6,000 range, depending on color and dealer setup. That makes it one of the more affordable new middleweight cruisers on sale today. Overall, the 2026 Royal Enfield Shotgun 650 delivers standout styling, usable power, and strong value in a simple, modern cruiser package. Number 8. Yamaha Bolt. The Yamaha Bolt opens with a raw, stripped cruiser look that feels honest and muscular. The narrow tank, exposed metal, and short fenders give it a tough street stance that appeals to riders who like a no-gloss style. Wet weight is about 542 pounds, which makes the bike feel solid but not bulky when moving it around or riding at low speeds. For 2026, Yamaha keeps the design familiar but tightens up the finishes, with darker tones and cleaner details that suit the Bolt's minimalist character. Power comes from a 942cc air-cooled V-twin built for torque and smooth response. The engine delivers strong pull right off idle, making city riding easy and highway cruising relaxed. Throttle response feels direct, and the 5-speed transmission shifts cleanly without needing much effort. Features on the Bolt stay basic but useful. You get a compact digital display mounted low on the tank, fuel injection for consistent performance, and a low seat that keeps riders comfortable and confident at stops. There are no riding modes or complex electronics, which many riders see as a plus in this class. In the United States, the 2026 Yamaha Bolt is priced around $8,600. Overall, the 2026 Yamaha Bolt delivers strong torque, clean styling, and simple ownership in a middleweight cruiser that keeps things real. Number 7. CFMoto 450 CLC. The CFMoto 450 CLC comes in with a clean, modern cruiser look that feels fresh without being flashy. The teardrop tank, round headlamp, and compact rear give it a balanced stance that works well in urban and highway settings. Wet weight is around 417 pounds, which makes it one of the lighter cruisers in this group and easy to manage at low speeds. Power comes from a 449cc parallel twin engine that feels smooth and responsive in everyday riding. It does not try to act like a big V-twin, but instead delivers steady torque and clean acceleration that suits new and experienced riders alike. Features are where the 450 CLC punches above its price. It comes with full LED lighting, traction control, ABS, and a modern digital display that is clear and easy to read. These features are standard for 2026, giving riders more confidence without adding complexity. Pricing in the United States sits around $5,700, making it one of the most affordable new cruisers available. Overall, the 2026 CFMoto 450 CLC offers modern features, light handling, and strong value for riders looking at an entry to mid-level cruiser. Number 6. Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. The Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 starts with a big road presence that feels more premium than its price suggests. The long wheelbase, wide tank, and low seat give it a proper highway cruiser stance. Wet weight is around 531 pounds, which adds stability at speed and helps the bike feel planted on long U.S. highways. For 2026, fit and finish feel tighter, paint quality looks richer, and overall detailing feels more polished than earlier runs. Power comes from a 648cc parallel twin engine that is smooth, calm, and built for steady cruising. It delivers strong mid-range pull rather than quick bursts, which suits relaxed riding and long-distance use. The 6-speed gearbox shifts cleanly, and throttle response stays predictable in traffic and on open roads. Features on the Super Meteor 650 focus on comfort and ease of use. It comes with LED lighting, dual-channel ABS, a semi-digital instrument cluster, and a factory-fitted tripper navigation unit for turn-by-turn directions. The wide seat and forward-set foot controls help reduce fatigue on longer rides, which matters for riders planning real miles. Pricing in the United States sits around $8,000, depending on color and dealer setup. Handling feels stable and confidence-building, with slow but controlled steering that works well for highway cruising and relaxed cornering. Overall, the 2026 Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 delivers strong road presence, smooth power, and long ride comfort at a price that stays realistic. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster opens with a sharp, modern cruiser look that feels different from traditional Harley styling. The compact tank, exposed rear shock, and low stance give it a lean and aggressive presence on U.S. roads. Wet weight comes in at around 481 pounds, which is light for a Harley and immediately noticeable when lifting it off the stand or moving through traffic. For 2026, the Nightster keeps the same bold shape but benefits from refined finishes and updated color options that make it look cleaner and more premium. Power comes from the Revolution Max 975T liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It delivers strong low and mid-range torque with quick throttle response, making the bike feel lively compared to older air-cooled cruisers. The 6-speed transmission shifts smoothly, and the engine stays composed even at higher highway speeds. Features are a big part of the Nightster's appeal. It comes standard with full LED lighting, multiple ride modes, traction control, ABS, and a compact digital display that is easy to read. Pricing in the United States starts around $13,000 for 2026, placing it higher than many middleweight cruisers but backed by strong performance and brand value. On the road, the lighter weight helps with quick steering while the chassis stays stable at speed. Overall, the 2026 Harley-Davidson Nightster blends modern performance, lighter weight, and bold styling into a cruiser that feels fresh and capable. Number 4. Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber arrives with a sleek, minimalist bobber design that commands attention without being flashy. Its low seat, single-sided swing arm, and long, narrow tank give it a purposeful stance, while the wet weight of around 496 pounds keeps it manageable for everyday riding and confident on open roads. For 2026, Triumph refines paint quality, chrome accents, and suspension tuning, giving the bobber a more polished, modern feel while keeping the classic vibe intact. Power comes from a 1200cc parallel twin engine that delivers smooth, punchy torque at low and mid RPM. The engine is refined, with controlled vibration and strong pull that suits both casual riders and those looking for longer rides without fatigue. Features focus on rider comfort and usability. The bobber comes with LED lighting, a single analog speedometer with digital trip display, switchable ABS, and a comfortable solo seat designed to reduce long ride fatigue. Pricing in the United States starts around $13,000, reflecting the premium build and strong reputation Triumph has earned over the years. On the road, the bobber's weight and frame geometry offer stable handling and predictable cornering, making it feel agile for its size. Overall, the 2026 Triumph Bonneville Bobber delivers timeless style, smooth torque, and modern refinement in a middleweight cruiser that balances performance and comfort. Number 3. Indian Scout Bobber. The Indian Scout Bobber comes with a bold, stripped-down exterior that makes a statement on American roads. Wet weight sits around 549 pounds, which feels substantial but still manageable thanks to the low seat and compact geometry. For 2026, Indian refreshed some paint options, tightened panel gaps, and polished finishes, giving the bike a cleaner, more premium look while keeping its raw bobber attitude. Power comes from a 1133cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine that delivers smooth torque from low to mid RPM. It provides solid pull for both city riding and highway cruising, with a 6-speed transmission that shifts effortlessly. Features focus on practical modern comforts. The Scout Bobber comes with LED lighting, a simple digital display, traction control, and ABS, blending safety and technology without cluttering the classic design. The single seat and forward foot controls make long rides comfortable and stable. Pricing in the United States starts around $12,000 for 2026, positioning it among premium middleweight cruisers. Overall, the 2026 Indian Scout Bobber delivers aggressive style, smooth torque, and modern reliability in a compact, rider-friendly cruiser package. Number 2. Kawasaki Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S arrives with a modern, approachable cruiser look that blends sport bike cues with classic lines. Its long tank, low seat, and forward foot controls give it a stretched, confident stance, while a wet weight of around 498 pounds keeps it light enough for easy handling in traffic or parking. For 2026, Kawasaki updates color options and finishes slightly, keeping the bike fresh without changing its well-recognized profile. Power comes from a 649cc parallel twin engine tuned for smooth linear torque delivery. The 6-speed transmission shifts cleanly, and throttle response is steady, making it beginner-friendly yet enjoyable for experienced riders. The engine is relaxed at cruising speeds but offers enough punch for overtaking or highway bursts. Features on the Vulcan S include LED lighting, ABS, a small digital display for ride info, and adjustable ergos via Kawasaki's ErgoFit system, allowing riders to customize reach and foot position. Pricing in the United States starts around $7,000 for 2026, making it competitive in the middleweight cruiser segment. Overall, the 2026 Kawasaki Vulcan S balances modern styling, smooth midweight performance, and rider-friendly features into a versatile and reliable cruiser. Number 1. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 features a sleek, minimalist cruiser design that feels approachable yet stylish on U.S. roads. Its low seat, narrow tank, and compact fenders create a low center of gravity, while a wet weight of around 420 pounds makes it one of the easiest middleweight cruisers to handle in traffic or at stops. For 2026, Honda refines paint options and finishes, giving the Rebel 500 a cleaner, more modern look while keeping its signature understated style. Power comes from a 471cc parallel twin engine that delivers smooth, predictable torque across the rev range. The 6-speed transmission shifts effortlessly, and throttle response is forgiving, making it ideal for new riders but satisfying enough for experienced cruisers. The Rebel 500 includes LED lighting, a compact digital display, fuel injection for consistent performance, and a low seat height that enhances confidence. Pricing in the United States for 2026 starts around $6,000, offering strong value in the middleweight cruiser category. On the road, the lightweight and well-balanced chassis make handling predictable, while stability is maintained at higher speeds. Overall, the 2026 Honda Rebel 500 combines approachable style, smooth engine performance, and rider-friendly handling into a middleweight cruiser that is easy to enjoy every day. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.